Welcome back to another episode of Goat-Worthy Reactions, where we like to focus on the goats on this channel. Today we got a special guest, man. Wifey's finally joining me on her first reaction. And listen, y'all was telling me that she needs to react with me for a temporary and Somebody Save Me, but she flaked on temporary, so I had to do it on by myself, which I'm glad because I almost choked up and I ain't feel like choking up. So this one, Somebody Save Me, featuring Jelly Roll. She made me react. What was the song? The Jelly Roll song?
I'm not okay.
I'm not okay. Okay, so she made me react to I'm not. No, you can't be talking like that. You got to talk stronger than that. If you want this mic to pick you up. What's the name of the Jelly Roll song?
I'm not okay.
Okay, so that song, I reacted to it. I haven't put it out yet because I was crossed from like putting it on the Goat-Worthy channel. I thought maybe I'm planning on starting another channel, so I'm just gonna save it for that. But that's somebody she's been listening to a lot lately, and Eminem I've been listening to for forever. So like it just worked out. Now Eminem and she's the one that asked me yesterday. Well, she told me yesterday. She texted me, "We're doing this one together." So here we are. Let's get it. Y'all told me this was a little bit of a tearjerker. I'm gonna keep it together. I am emotional. She's emotional. So this should be very fun. Okay, Eminem, Somebody Save Me, featuring Jelly Roll.
Daddy? Daddy.
Get putting here when she gets.
Come eat!
I'm so tired.
Just come eat!
May not be here in a minute, I promise. Stop.
Okay, wake up!
Shut the door.
Somebody save me from myself.
That's the sample they played on the radio.
I've been so long living in hell.
Another pill as I start to spiral. Message to my daughters, I don't even deserve the father title. Haley, I'm so sorry, I know I wasn't there for your first guitar recital. Didn't walk you down the aisle. Missed the birth of your first child. Your first podcast, looking down. Sweetie, I'm so proud of how you turned out. Sorry that I chose drugs and put them above you. Sorry that I didn't love you enough to give them up how to fuck to. And I love you more than a pill looking up to the ceiling from this floor under will.
Somebody save me from myself.
Not
I've
today.
been so long living in hell. They say my lifestyle is bad for my health. It's the only thing that seems to help.
Elena, sorry that you had to hear me fall in the bathroom. Sorry that I missed you graduate. Nate, I should just congratulate you on being a dad too. Carter and Liam, look at you. Little bro, sorry I left you. Sorry that I'll never get to hold or hug my little nephews. Stevie, I'm sorry I missed you. Grow up and I didn't get to be the dad I wanted to be to you. Things I wanted to see you do. This is my song from me to you. Sorry I gave up, but I'm just so defeated. God, what the fuck you want me to do?
Somebody save me from myself.
Yikes. Okay, so he's gone. He's talking. He's like talking to them, but this is not. I thought it was like a letter form, but it's not letter form. This is like him really actually.
This is the last one of the album.
This is the last song of the album.
Okay.
Yes. So first verse. So the hook, Somebody Save Me from myself. I spent so long living in hell. Okay. Another pill as I start to spiral. Message to my daughters. I don't even deserve the father title. Oh, okay. So it's not that he just passed because he got old. He overdosed and died from drugs. So that's why he says, like, you know, I chose the. How did I choose the pill over you? Like, it's crazy. Let me see that book right there. I stay promoting this book. They think I'm getting paid, man.
You should be.
They think I'm getting paid for this. All right, in this book, he talks about the overdose. Very descriptive. I've never heard him talk about it like the way he did in this book. And he has pictures in here that are not online. So you gotta, in order to see these type of pictures, look. That's his best friend, Proof, that died. He's the reason why Eminem is here in the first place. So he has pictures, like rhymes and stuff like that. So this is stuff I'll be talking to them about. Yeah. So anyways, in his book, he talks about this. So this is actually something that happened, right? He did overdose. but I guess he's doing this from a point of view where he didn't make it.
Okay.
Right, so he flatlined, didn't make it. So is this song making you feel anything right now? Are you feeling more? So the sense of reaction is to try and either connect to the lyrics or put yourself in that position, or you know what I'm saying. I don't know if you want to talk about it, but we don't have to get too descriptive. But I have a close friend who's struggling with addiction, and I seen it firsthand how bad it can get, and how somebody like this person is smart, strong, and a positive person too, like good energy, and it's like, how the hell did drugs do that to that person? Like, it's like almost unbelievable. Like, you can't believe it. It's like, and they can't snap out of it. So that's how you know. It's like, before my experience with that, I just thought like, you're weak if you can't stop doing drugs, if you can't say no to drugs, or if you can't just give it up for your family, like you're weak. And then, once you finally experience maybe somebody who's dealing with it, you realize how strong the addiction actually is. And they say it's a disease, and I'd have to agree. So I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I dealt with it firsthand from a family member when I was 8, so I did not understand it at all for a really long time, probably till like high school. I actually hated this person for it because I truly did not understand it, and I would just, especially because she had kids too, which is why I didn't think I was gonna get emotional. But this is kind of hitting.
Also, like even today, I still get mad today. You know what I mean? At this person.
Well, your person is still going through this. My person's completely sober.
Right, but don't you feel like you still? Because you and I talked about that situation not that long ago, and she still talks about it in an angry sense. Like, it's not like it's happened, you're so happy it's over. You still kind of get mad. I think that might just be trauma from like.
Well, I think it's just trauma, and I think it's because now we have a daughter. So to think about, I'm mad that I had to experience it so young, because it truly affected me for a really long time, and I finally was able to work through it. But now having a daughter and the specific overdose scenario, like her seeing it at 8, especially, I don't think we got to it yet, but the bathroom line.
Oh yeah, we're gonna read.
That
hit.
Yeah, that was the moment
Right.
that it happened for me. So I do get angry at the fact that I was just so young when I had to experience it. But I'm fully worked through that, and me and this person have a great relationship now. And
yeah, she's a beautiful person, and we love her.
Yeah.
And if she's watching this,
oh God,
we love you. She's so strong. She's so high and mighty, man. She's so positive and bubbly.
Her personality shines through now.
I love her. She knows who she is. Okay, now, so another pill as I start to spiral. Message to my daughters. I don't even deserve the father title. Haley, I'm so sorry. I know I wasn't there for your first guitar recital. Didn't walk you down the aisle. Missed the birth of your first child. Now, those lines hit. Because I was just like I was saying on Temporary. On Temporary, he so these songs are definitely connected, because on Temporary he had passed as well, but he's only talking to Haley.
Oh, okay.
Now he's talking to all 3 of his daughters and his little brother and his nephews and stuff like that. But I was just thinking, but he's blaming himself, right, because of the drugs and stuff like that. The other song, it was kind of like he just passed away. Like, it wasn't really specific about what was the reason. But this is more like he's blaming himself because he missed. Obviously, he didn't miss her guitar recitals today because she's a grown woman now. So he's seen everything. He watched her graduate. She doesn't. He just walked her down the aisle. He just walked her down the aisle, right? Yeah. So he's saying is, had he not made it, like, from that overdose, which was back in like 2007, that he went into rehab for a whole year. Right? It's so weird. Like, the years that I got off him, listening to him, he was going through a freaking. I didn't even know he was going through a whole drug addiction problem. Like, he was in rehab, he was relapsing. His friend, Proof, the picture I just showed you, his friend was murdered at a club, and that really set him off into the deep end. Obviously, like, if you're already doing drugs and you're battling addiction, and then something like that happens, things got dark for him. So, it's cool. So he said your first podcast. Now she has a podcast. You know that, right? Yeah. He's like, so he wasn't there for her first podcast. Looking down, sweetie, I'm so proud. So he's looking. So it's the present time, but he's looking. But he's gone and he's looking down. But it is the present time because she has a podcast, obviously. He said, I'm so proud of how you turned out. Sorry I chose drugs and put them above you. Sorry I didn't love you enough to give them up. How the fuck do I not love you more than the pill? Looking up to the ceiling from this door, wonder wheel. Okay, looking down from this floor, wondering, like, and he listened to the hook, wondering, will somebody save me? Yeah. Because she thought that was like a weird saying. This man,
things you catch.
Yeah. So only because he talks like this, he says things I learned from him. Like he says things I'm like, oh, that's a saying. I never heard of that before. But yeah, so he's just saying, comma, wonder, will somebody save me? So we heard the second verse. So he said, Elena. Now Elena, that's his other daughter. I really don't know which one's older. I keep trying to figure out which one's older. I could just look it up, but I never actually do. But I'm thinking Elena's older because in the video I did with Mockingbird. That I posted, she was taller, she was a little bigger, like, and she was like, Haley was so skinny and small, but she could just be short. I don't know.
Yeah.
But he said, Elena, sorry that I didn't hear. Oh, sorry that you heard that you had to hear me fall in the bathroom. Sorry that I missed your graduate. Oh, missed you graduate. These lyrics are wrong. So sorry that I missed you graduate. Nate is his little brother. Okay. He said, I should just congratulate you on being a dad to Carter and Liam. Look at you. So little bro, sorry I left you. Sorry that I'll never get to hold the hug my little nephews. Stevie, that's his other daughter, who she's Stevie now. She used to be Whitney, but her name is Stevie now. He's like, Stevie, I'm sorry I missed you. Grow up and I didn't get to be the dad I wanted to be to you. Things I wanted to see you do. This is my song from me to you. Sorry I gave up, but I'm just so defeated. God, what you want me to do? Somebody say, this is deep. Now imagine being these kids though. And your dad is writing these lyrics.
Yeah, you know who I think about.
Yeah, exactly.
Person's kids.
Right. And
yeah.
she has a few kids, right? And like had she left them behind, right? Had she not been strong enough to get through that, it's really sad to think about because a lot of people don't get through. Most people don't get through.
Right.
And that's just like so you know this person that we're talking about, the fact that she got through just proves how, like, you know what I'm saying, how strong she is, how special she is, and you know what I mean, and how thankful I'm pretty sure the whole family is that she's still here. But these lines, so Carter and Liam, I don't know these kids, but I'm assuming that's Nate's kids because he's saying, Nate, I should just congratulate you on being a dad. Yeah, to Carter and Liam, look at you. So those are his nephews. He said, sorry bro that I left you, sorry that I didn't get to hold or hug my little nephews. Right, so you could just imagine like what Eminem has done now, right? Because these are all obviously his family members, right? But he adopted his little brother when he was a little kid. He took custody of his little brother. So he had custody of his brother, his daughter. Now, I don't want to get the information wrong just in case Eminem ever sees this video. But Elena is his niece, technically. That I know. That's his niece, but you know,
niece from Nate, or we don't?
No. Niece from Nate's his little brother. Oh, okay. You saying niece from Nate? Yeah, no. Niece from Kim, his ex-wife. Her sister has a child, and it was Elena. And I think, I'm not sure, that she was battling drugs too. Her sister with the husband. So they took them in together. Like M and Kim took them in together, not just M. So Elena, he took them in. He now Whitney, or I'm sorry, Stevie. Stevie is she's really young. She's his youngest daughter. She's probably like 16 or 15 right now. Okay. She looks tiny. I see her at the games and stuff with her and stuff. But she I believe is a child from Kim and her ex-man. So Kim was also battling. She had battling drugs with her ex-man, right? And they had a kid that was Stevie, I believe. That's correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, but they will. Yeah, I'm sure they always do. Yeah, she reads. By the way, she reads all the comments.
I be in the comments.
She's in the comments. Y'all don't know who I am. She's incognito in the comments. She's like, she called me on work. Babe, did you see what this person just said? No, but most of the comments are so positive. It's just like we were both overwhelmed with, like, especially in the beginning of the journey. It was like, why is people so positive and nice and like I don't know, they love the channel. They digging the channel, man. It's really Eminem just bringing all of us together. At the end of the day, it's so weird, right? Like this one person. That's what I was getting into. It's like this one person. He has Nate, his 3 kids. You know, they're gonna have kids, and they're gonna have kids. You know, he walked his other daughter, Elena. She got married already.
Okay.
So that's what I'm thinking. I think she's a little ahead of her. Yeah. So she's got married already. I don't know if she has kids, but he was there for her wedding. He was with this girl. And, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so Steve is still young. Like, so he's saying that's why I didn't even get to see you grow up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. That was
okay.
Like, yeah. So let's keep it going.
I spent so long living in hell. They say my lifestyle is bad for my health. It's the only thing that seems to help.
I've been staring at the video of Haley almost daily, of her playing the guitar in hopes maybe that'll give me the power to fight. But the addict in me's a coward. He told me that I can't do it. Had a second chance, blew it. It's like I'm stuck inside an alternate reality, but I know I'll turn it around and be able to walk her and Laney one day to the altar as proud as can be. Right now I'm just weak as I fall further down in this deep hole and farther in the ground that I sink. As they lower me in my coffin, I feel the tears all falling down on my cheek.
I'm a lost cause. Baby, don't waste your time on me. I'm so damaged beyond repair. Life is shattered, my hopes and my dreams. I'm a lost cause. Baby, don't waste your time on me. I'm so damaged beyond repair. Life is shattered, my hopes and my dreams.
Oh, baby's crying. I'm about to cry. All right, so we're gonna have to wrap this up. But okay, that last verse. Yeah, okay. So I've been staring at the video of Haley almost daily of her playing the guitar in hopes maybe that'll give me the power to fight. So now he's putting himself in the hospital bed okay. Trying to fight, trying to make it back. He says, I've been staring at this video, trying to give me the power to fight. He said, but the addict in me is a coward. He told me that I can't do it. Had a second chance, blew it. It's like I'm stuck inside an alternate reality, but I know I'll turn it around and be able to walk her and Laney one day to the altar as proud as can be. And right now I'm just weak as I fall far further down in this deep hole and farther in the ground that I sink. As they lower me in my coffin, I feel the tears all falling down on my cheek. He didn't make it in this alternate reality. So this last part though, Jelly Roll singing, yo, I'm
I love Jelly Roll.
lost cause, baby, don't waste your time on me. I'm so damaged beyond repair. That's this like shattering my hopes and my dreams. It just brings me to my friend, right, who's still struggling, and it's like recently we had like a fallout, and I don't even know what the fallout is about, but I just know that this is what drugs do. You know what I'm saying? Like they make people act like people they aren't. You know what I'm saying? Or make people disrespect people they would have never disrespected, right? Or lash out at people. You know, lash out at the people that love you. Like I'm saying, like so. I had started this channel. And I was like, because the channel was taking off, I was getting super excited about it. And like, I wasn't telling nobody in my circle about the channel. And like, you guys started supporting and started subscribing. It was like, whoa. Like, one day I looked up, we have 4,000 subscribers and it hasn't even been a month yet. And I was just like, this is insane. And the first person I actually wanted to tell was my boy, right? Who is dealing with this. And I called him. He didn't pick up. I called him and he sent it to voicemail. Then I text him like, hey, what's up, man? What's good? You know what I'm saying? Just wanting to tell him all this and show him the page and see like, yo, look at this. It's crazy. Like we could do, I don't know, like a virtual, just to get him in some positive spirits. And long story short, he just, for whatever reason, I don't know, I haven't spoken to him in a few months. He just blew me off. You know what I'm saying? He just sent me like a He just sent me like a effed up a text message. And this person, who I'm talking about, has never talked to me like that. You know, never had talked to me like that, never disrespected me, and we don't disrespect each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is like one of my best friends. So, yeah. So when I hear like that, when I hear Jelly Roll say, "I'm a lost cause. Don't waste your time on me. I'm so damaged beyond repair. Life has shattered my hopes and dreams." Like, I think about him because he had big dreams, right? We both had big dreams to do music, to do this, to do that. And the clock was ticking. We were getting older and we were running out of time. I went a different route, obviously. And not that I gave up on music. I just had to keep a job at the end of the day. I had to make sure I was financially good to take care of myself. Because nobody was, if I didn't take care of myself, at no point anybody was going to take care of me. There was nobody there to take care of me. You know what I'm saying? People could do you a favor here and there, but nobody's going to take you in and like, you know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't even feel good if that even happened. At that age, I was in my mid-20s and stuff. So it's like, I think like his dreams, you know what I'm saying, if I'm being honest, were shattered the older he got and the more mistakes he started making. And I think and now he has like 4 kids right now, or 3 kids and 1 on the way. You know, different baby mamas. Like, this is just something that I'd never expected for his life to turn to. Doesn't mean it ain't too. It doesn't mean it's too late. You know what I'm saying, he's still very smart. He's still one of the smartest people, right? Mm-hmm. Definitely one of the smartest friends. He might be the smartest friend I ever had. Like, as far as intelligence, this dude is naturally intelligent, and he's been like that since we were young. You know, 9th grade when we first, and we lived together. You know, so we got a lot of history. But
in that scenario, I feel like had a second chance, blew it.
Yeah.
Kind of hit because he's never done that to you before.
Right.
So I feel like from his point of view, he probably truly believes that he blew it. Like, he probably thinks like your friendship is after the stuff that he said and how he acted. Like,
yeah, because I was really mad. I was super mad because I was like, and I didn't even what I do when I text him back just like a thumbs up. Like, I'm like, I can't even have this conversation. I don't even like. He sent me, just for y'all know, he sent me like a finger, like a middle finger emoji, pretty much. And I was just like, in my mind, and then he wrote out a few. Mm-hmm. And I was just thinking, like, first of all, he would never say this if he was standing in front of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't mean because he's scared. I mean because like you ain't never talked to me like that. It ain't gonna be a day where you can. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't respond after that because I just knew like it would just be worse. I just knew that I already had lost my cool in that moment. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, like we just somewhat recently started going to church late last year, but more faithfully as of recent. And you know, obviously up until now it's July. My faith is a lot stronger than it was back in, you know, last November or whatever. Yeah. So, and he's a religious dude. You know what I'm saying? And he knows the Bible. Like, he could just quote verses and stuff like that. So like, I thought that we'd be like I don't know, we'd have a stronger connection somehow, right? And it's just he can't beat it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He can't be. He thinks he can. He wants to live a life where he can do it and still do his thing. Mm-hmm. And nobody has beat it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Where you can do them both. You know what I'm saying, it catches up to you. And
yeah, sooner or later you gotta either be strong enough to fight it, or find a reason to fight it, mm-hmm. or it's just ultimately gonna take over, and you're just gonna. At the end of the day, you can't play both. Yeah, that's not how it works.
I do want to just, not to be emotional, but I do want to hear that last part of Jelly Roll. Like, I just love his voice.
He's so good.
He sounds really good. I mean, I know he was good from that song you sent me. Mm-hmm. But had a second chance, blew it.
Blew it. It's like I'm stuck inside an alternate reality, but I know I'll turn it around and be able to walk her and Laney one day to the altar as proud as can be. Right now I'm just weak as I fall further down in this deep hole and farther in the ground that I sink as they lower me in my coffin. I feel the tears all falling down on my cheek.
I'm a lost cause, baby, don't waste your time on me. I'm so damn.
I feel like this is how they feel when they're struggling.
That's what I was gonna say.
They want everybody to just give up on them. Like, just
yeah,
leave, just let me be.
Easier, yeah.
It's easier. Just let me.
It's easier, and it's also the guilt that they feel. They don't want to feel that, so they're like, if everyone leaves me alone, they're not going to put it in my face, which is what I did to the person a lot. I made sure she knew how I felt.
Really?
Yeah, I was a teenager too, though, so I was going through puberty and emotions and the trauma and everything. So the little times that she was sober, like at one point she was living with us, and I would like, she knows this, and I don't know if she's ever gonna watch this, but like, she was like making food one day, and I was like, oh, that's better than the prison food that you had. And like, I would bring up.
Wow, you was a little spiteful little brat.
Yeah, I definitely was.
But you was angry.
I was very
But that
angry.
all came from love. That all came from love. Is you felt betrayed. It was like a sense of betrayal. Like,
right.
You're giving up on all of us. Like, be the person we all love. You know what I'm saying? Don't be this monster. Like.
Well, also because she had kids too, so it was like, how can you not be better or do better? And so my mindset back then, still not understanding that, you know, it is a disease. Mm-hmm. I was like, you know, maybe if I am rude about it, or if I put it in front of her face, or I make it a point that like,
it'll make her think twice about it.
It'll make her
that's just your young mind thinking that would work. Like,
yeah,
you being a young adult.
Like, be angry. That's gonna prove the point. But no, I definitely think that she could be thinking along was thinking along those same lines.
And when we was up in Dallas recently, I had a long conversation with her one night. The whole house fell asleep, and me and her were talking up until like 5 a.m. almost. And that was the first time I actually had to sit with her and talk. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that night I got to know her so well, and we were both crying talking. We was talking about so much. We was talking about you. And everything she's saying right now is crazy. I'm getting emotional. But everything she's saying right now is, she knows this. Like, this other person knows why you were mad.
She was always like almost understanding. And I think it was because she knew my age, and she also knew what she was doing was wrong. So I had a reason to be angry. Mm-hmm. So she always...
But what I mean by she just knew that she knew you were taking it the hardest, probably, or one of the ones who were taking it the hardest, right? She knew that, like, and she was in the conversation we had. She was just.
Well, I think I did. Out of everyone, right. I think I did take it the hardest. I think you did. Yeah.
Yeah, and she was like, she just knew that you were dealing with that, and at the same time, though, like, she was able to tell me her side of things, and it was like, it was so much. It was so much. Some stuff that would probably be between us forever, but a lot of it was like, not, I'm not gonna say understandable, not excusable, like I'm saying, mm-hmm. but you got to be weak to fall for it, right? Mm-hmm. But you got to be 20 times as strong to get up and come out of it. Mm-hmm. So like, I can never have the strength she has. You know what I'm saying? And that right there alone is to be respected. You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow, like, you know what I'm saying? That's to be, like, it's crazy that we're talking about drugs, but it's still to be admired. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody can try it, not anybody can stop. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, sorry, we made a whole segment for her. It's crazy.
She's probably gonna watch this.
Yeah, she is. All right, man. Well, that wraps up today's reaction, man. Eminem really took it there with this one. Temporary, I thought was a tearjerker. Even though this one was more emotional, I already got my nerves out already with the last song, so I'm prepared. And I have her here, so I'm able to fight tears a little stronger. Because if I was alone, I'll be done. I'll be done right now. You heard me over there talking?
No, I'd hear you start crying.
Oh yeah. This weirdo likes to sit on the freaking staircase as I do reactions and listens in on my reactions. I open the door to go get her, like, let her know I'm done. I open the door, she's just sitting there in the dark on her phone, like, are you done? Like, what are you doing sitting here? Can I come in yet? And I'm like, why are you sitting there? She's like, I like sitting here, it's comfortable.
Waiting for you to be done.
So this is the first reaction with Wifey. So let's see if she's gonna be willing to do more. She didn't sit down.
Well, this is my first reaction ever.
This is your first reaction ever?
Yeah,
exactly.
ever.
And at the end of the day, there's gonna be other songs that they're gonna want to recommend. They're gonna be like, bring her back. She's gonna steal all my light. Dang, man, let me do my own thing.
All yours. No, this was fun. You knew what song. I think I actually sent you what
You sent me
Jelly
the
Roll
song.
posted.
You and the followers were telling all the.
Because you said that
my shepherds,
you
they
said
were
that
like-
M didn't release who was featuring or something.
Yeah, so when he
Or-
first put it out, from what I saw, it was like we couldn't see the features. The only features we saw was the Toby and Big Sean because it was a single, and then a Skylar Grey feature. And that was it. And now Skylar Grey was on the song "Temporary" that I just did. But and I didn't see any other features. And then like when it officially came out, you can see he had a lot of features. Not a lot of features.
Yeah, but I think I sent you Jelly Roll's Instagram post saying that, like, I don't know if it's called collaborating or whatever, that M did this song, and I'm a big fan of Jelly Roll, and I love M, but I just don't know.
Yeah. She thought, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I almost forgot. We were having a conversation in the kitchen. She literally, this is a few weeks ago or couple months ago. She said, I was like, you didn't listen? I was singing an M song. I was like, you didn't never like heard him like when you were growing up? She was like, doesn't he have like 7 songs? She thought Eminem had 7 songs.
Okay, for reference, I'm only 27,
Oh yeah, she is. All right,
and
not,
I know,
not
like, the
excusable.
main ones.
Not excusable.
like Mockingbird
Uh-huh.
and like Love the Way You Lie. Yeah.
What else? Come on, give me one more, and not Somebody Save Me.
Was he on that one with the Man on Fire?
the Man on Fire.
Oh, is that Love the Way You Lie?
That's Love the Way You Lie. We're back. Love the Way You Lie Part 2. There is a Part 2. We should probably hear that one.
Oh, that'd be cool.
There's a Part 2. Somebody just told me there's a Part 2. It was on Rihanna's album though. Yeah, they said that Rihanna sings most of the time, and he has like a very like strong verse. Yeah, so maybe we'll do that one for our Part 2. But they did tell me Hopsin, Ill Mind, Hopsin 7. He has a bunch of Ill Minds. Like, I guess he has up to 7. Or no, he has like 9, I think. And they said 7 is like a religious, the one I was telling you about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we'll do that. Next time you see her, will be on Hopsin, Ill Mind 7. We'll do that one. And then maybe we could do Love the Way You Lie Part 2. But really, I don't know which ones we should do together. We'll let them comment in the comment section and let us know which one we should do together. But that wraps up today's video. Don't forget to sign up for the Patreon. Listen, we do these videos and it's really, everything's copywritten. Like, I really don't care, but at the end of the day, I just want, like, just liking, sharing, subscribing is enough for me. If you want to support the channel in any type of way, just go to the Patreon. I got a free trial. It's $1 a month, or you can sign up for the second tier and the third tier to get a lot of stuff, and it's like $3 a month. So look in the description, check out the Patreon, and we out.
Bye.
I'm leaving that in there. I'm leaving that in there. Yes. Bye.